Different backer than the y'all don't believe I did for the buzzbeer. But y'all know what I did for the buzzer. Am I looking at you?
Thanks to you.
What are you doing? What? Anyway, where is Freak?
Now, CC, you know your brother. He loves to make a grand entrance. He gets it from your mother. She's always showing up late for work.
I arrive when my services are needed and not before. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm just explaining where he gets it from.
Was I missed?
Boy, where were you?
I was taking out the trash, Mama.
You're such a good son. I'm gonna miss you when you go off to college.
Yeah, who's gonna do the trash detail?
Hey, don't worry about that, Pop. Cece can take over.
Not so fast. I'm going wherever you're going. Someone has to keep you on track and the college chicks off.
That's right, CC. You help tutor them. I'll take care of the young ladies.
Rick, go home. Why are you even here?
You know, because I'm the cameraman. You know, speaking of which, Freak, you ready? The young college hotties already hit me up, man. Just tell me in the world which university.
Vic, in due time. Relax, brother.
Yeah, Vic, shut up. Rick was born ready. I'll make sure you don't cut off my head because I got it.
All right, everyone, I'm ready. Vic, rolling?
Rolling.
Hi, everyone. I'd like to thank everyone from my coaches to my teammates. You guys taught me the importance of teamwork and working together. So thank you. I'd like to give a big shout out to my main man, Vic, holding the camera down. I ain't gonna ask where you got the camera, but thanks. I'd like to thank my loving parents for sacrificing so much to provide for me and my sister. And I'd like to thank my twin, Cece, being a great role model in my life. This has been an extremely tough decision. Each school was carefully considered, but I have finally decided to choose.
Dad, Jayhawk. I go to Bruce. I think I go to Bruce.
Next year, I will be attending the University of Louisville.
Good choice, son.
Is where I will be playing basketball next year. This was the toughest decision of my young life. I feel relieved to go to a school and develop as a student athlete on and off the court. The ability to learn under great players and excellent coaches was an opportunity I simply could not pass up. And it's been a great run here. I'm going to bring the same enthusiasm to the city of Louisville. Go Cardinals! All hail thee, R-U-L-L. All hail thee, R-U-L-L. All hail thee, R-U-L-L. All hail thee, R-U-L-L.
Frequency vibrations. Well, you know that little dance he does? Him and Freak.
Freaking vibe.
Oh my goodness, freaking vibe. Yeah, he been running from the time he was in I mean, really, before he was frog. He went to running around. Actually, I guess like a neighborhood mascot, you know. People were really proud of him. The confidence given us. And watching him, I could see that he became everyone's hope.
We the best! We taking over!
Hungry. Waiting.
Cookies to chicken.
Waiting. You feel full. Starving. What you want?
Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the UCLA Bruins facing the Louisville Cardinals.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the
Why would I want a hot
passion,
dog?
the energy, I mean the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you
I
have,
guess.
it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players
Why
out here
that's
tonight, I
me,
remember
boy?
how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gained with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Now we'll look at UCLA's starting lineup. Free out there with Fresh. Then there's Campbell, and it's Roberts in at the 5. Pass to Campbell to the left side wing. Here's Fresh. Misses the 3.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harvard.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Here's Free. The pass to Fresh. Here's Free. Over to the left wing. Shoots the 3. The shot no good. And it's Louisville the other way.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
Now here's Freak. He dishes it to Matt. Takes the 13-footer. And it's Looney with the rebound.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
The Bruins shooting their first free throws here for the night. Both teams deciding to change it up. He hits both from the stripe.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Wall also coming out of Westwood.
Now here's Freak. Hands it from downtown. Freak's got a couple of threes now in the first for Louisville.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impressed me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing.
Price, the pass to Hughes. Back to Price. There's Freak. His three-pointers off the mark. Wow, Greg, all those great players you mentioned with UCLA, a lot of Hall of Famers in that list, Clark.
Yeah, and they've continued that tradition with current NBA stars, Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook, probably the two highest profile former Bruins in the NBA today.
So on the floor for UCLA, Fresh is out there with Starks. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Johnson. And it's Morris in at the 3.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
And it's There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Hughes. Now here's Freak, guarded closely. The dish to Price. Hughes kicks to Freak, fires the 3, and he gets it to go. Freak's got 11 points.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Johnson with a screen on Price. Feeds to Johnson. Pass to Fresh. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Johnson gets the bucket. Here's Payton. Here's Thomas. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Thomas got the lead up to 13 now for the Cardinals. And we finish one half of basketball. Cardinals ahead. They lead by 13. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just... Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. His play in the second half of this game, critical.
Freak in at shooting guard. Harrell is out there with White. And it's Rozier in at the 1.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
So on the floor for UCLA, they've got Campbell. Fresh is out there with Free, and it's Robertson at the pivot spot, manning the middle. UCLA trails by 13.
And guys, over the years, Louisville has had a reputation of being a high-flying offense. You know they'll play at a high tempo and create a lot of chances. It's just what has worked for the program for so long.
Freak with it. 11 points in the game. They set the pick. To the left wing. Here's Free. Pass to Campbell. And there's the pass to Fresh. Out left to the wing. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Again, the Cardinals score. Here's Free. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate the top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
going here with a whole new group out there. Now Johnson. Morris a screen. Johnson kicks to Barton. That's good. Barton's got his first points in this one.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why. So
you know why shooting guard can finally increase?
Continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Here's Freak. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Freak's got 15 points.
Oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Peyton is out there with Thomas. Then there's Sanders. And it's Hughes in at the small forward position. Irving a screen on Sanders. Here's Barton. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they've brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
Here's Freak. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Freak. He has 15 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
And the Bruins going here with a whole new group out there. Here's Free. The feed to Roberts. Here's Campbell. And the rebound goes to Louisville.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Now here's Freak. Free defending. Now here's Freak. And that one's good.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well. And as he prepares for his games, he truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wood. Not just his impact on the school, but his play.
29 seconds left here in the second half of the game.
How you think I FaceTime Jalen done that?
And here's Freak.
Yeah, that nigga cut his hair off. Yeah. Yeah, that nigga was like fucking turtle, boy. I'm not cutting my hair.
There's the three. Misses. So we see the Cardinals get the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away,
which ones are they?
Real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills. And now I'm fit it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you soul, but still soul down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I holding down the set. All all up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Big, it's all shit.
Shorter shoes.
그때보다 조금은 잃었어. 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어. 넘어질 때마다 일었어. 다시 고쳤었지. 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람. 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람. 한국도 책은 나기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람. 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축. 자만 나탐 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실수. 난 가능하지만 우리 길을 막지 말라고 외치며
Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Louisville Cardinals facing Villanova.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Now let's take a look at Louisville's opening lineup. Freak in at 2 guard. Harrell is out there, and it's Mack in at the 5, roaming the paint. The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals.
Now here's Freak, defended by Bryant. There's the screen. Freak kicks to Mack to the left side wing. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it. And you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
To the paint, and Beal kicks to Bryant. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Dives for it, and that's out of bounds. Villanova will retain possession.
How's that on me?
Pass to Cooper. Now here's Beal. Down low. Tries yet again. And it's Cooper missing. On defense, Villanova. Here's Freak. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Freak's got his second bucket of the game to go. Beal with it. There's the pick. Miller dishes to Beal. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Beal, the pass to Bryant. Some nice ball movement by Villanova. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And Villanova go with a whole new group out there. Now here's Freak, defended by Foster. And it's Freak missing.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Now Gaines, following the three-point attempt by Freak. Gaines kicks to Clarkson. Feeds it to Gaines. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. Excellent D from Thomas.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Freak. A three-pointer is... on target. Freak's got 7.
Well, who could forget Villanova and their one college title? Come on now. It was one of the biggest Cinderella stories ever, one of the greatest upsets ever. Winning it all as an 8th seed, knocking down an outstanding Georgetown team back in '85.
They've got Clarkson. He's out there with Jones, and it's Gaines in at the 1 spot.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
On the court right now for the Cardinals, Freak in at shooting guard. White is out there with Harrell, and it's Mack in at center. And Beal gets to Miller. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Miller dishes to Ilgauskas. Now Beal. They set the pick to the left wing.
Good night, I love you.